Right, today is Wednesday. It's actually the official beginning of the convention.
Of the rally.
Yeah.
And if we look a little bedraggled, especially me, it's because we met up with some friends that we met in Cypress Trails, and it's Pat and Paul, great people. If I put them on our channel, we'd get another 1,000 subscribers. They're such wonderful people.
So
So
we finished up our classes yesterday, and today's the official. So we're getting there early. It's about 7:30, and 8 o'clock is actually when it opens up for signing up for services.
Right.
So what are we signing up for,
well,
hopefully?
The typical thing at a rally like this is there's certain accessories that you want to get looked at so you don't have any surprises. And one of them is either your Roadmaster tow bar or your Blue Ox. So one of the things that we had to do, we had to sign up for a bunch of things. We didn't have to, but it's just kind of the thing you do if you're going to be proactive. And one of the things is we went to the Blue Ox booth, and I paid, I think it's either $50 or $60. They're going to come out to the rig. I had to take the locking pins out because they're going to take this out, put this on a little bench here, and they're going to rebuild this thing. This thing's got bushings and different things in it, and hopefully they'll inspect the wells. Maybe I'm expecting too much. We'll see what this thing looks like after they're done rebuilding it. The other thing I had to do is I had to hang in a Ziploc bag this little label. I told them that we're in area N1. They'll come down, they'll see this, they'll match up my license plate, and they'll know which one to work on. Also today, we signed up to have our Oasis. It's our furnace and our water heater system. We're having the 5-year maintenance done on it. We're putting a bunch of components in it. So it's another convenience. I just got to make sure I'm back here at 5.
What about weighing?
Oh, and we also signed up, thanks Sue, we also signed up for the weighing. So at 11:15 in the morning on the day we're leaving, we've got to drive in the roadway here, and we've got to queue up, and they're going to weigh under each of our tires and give us the per tire or per section weight, and we'll be able to check that against the Michelin tire charts and see what our exact pressure should be. That's the only way you can do it. If you're not doing it that way, you're taking a risk.
I hear ya. So I want to point out, Mark's a PR guy.
Oh.
So of course we're all hung up here. And
business cards.
gotta put your business cards
You're
out.
a pretty classy business when you have a Ziploc bag hanging by duct tape. I'm telling you, that would make Ed Green proud.
I'm going my way. I'm going to go check out some CBD oil seminar. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm going to a quilting thing. So I'll report on that later.
Oh yeah, fully made and hung up, and yeah. So before we go into the seminars and into the building with all the stuff, we thought we'd take a little tour and check out some of these RVs. Hopefully not to be tempted.
Okay, so this cornerstone, this is the top of the heap for Integra, and I don't know if the 549-960 is the top of the heap, but that's the cornerstone. And I told Sue that if we ever stand a chance in heck to buy one of these, I'm going to have one kidney removed and sell it, and then we could maybe buy this one for $268. So let's go inside this one. Okay. Smaller jack diameter than the Chanman has, and 2 size smaller tires. One less axle.
I think he's saying it's not worth his kidney.
Spartan frame, which is okay, but guess what? I don't think comfort drive, but although I heard that you can get it on Integra now, but probably not on the Kidney Mobile here. So let's go check it out. Okay, it's got kind of the lacquered wood, real easy to clean. You got the TV in the right spot so you can actually watch it.
There you go.
Not very clear though.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like it's got
step out of your
plastic
way.
on it. Yeah.
Wow, they have space where you can hang art. How
Yeah.
rare is that?
Well, but that came at the expense of the pantry because this is the only spot you got
Oh
for
my
cans.
gosh, that's it.
Yeah, it's, well, you know, you gotta pay for it somewhere in the length.
Wow.
All right, so what model was this, honey? This was what we just got out of was an Aspire, and it's a tandem axle. This is just a different model. We're up to 358, and remember that's without tax, tip, and title and tags.
All right, you sold your kidney. Now what?
Well, okay, so you need one kidney, so I'm thinking you go here and like maybe half of your liver. Let's see how it turns out. Same size tires as the Chanman.
Okay, so how this works is
Honey, now that's the dashboard. Woohoo! Jeez.
Like that?
Yeah. This is the seminar I was the most interested to go to, and it was a speech by Rob Craig, the owner of Craig International Ballistics and Australian military ballistic protection provider. He makes this yellow gadget here. It's a run flat protection in the event of a blowout on your motorhome. He is apparently a motorhome enthusiast himself. You see him on the left here watching this workman. I'm going to be having these installed this November. I'm getting new front tires. I'll have it installed at National Indoor RV in Atlanta, and I am planning on filming it and having a segment on it, so stay tuned. This is one of 3 exhibit halls that you can go to buy everything RV, and if you look hard enough, you can actually find some new friends.
So today will be full. We're going to be doing a couple seminars. Tonight is a talk with Sully, the guy that saved the airline on the river in New York. So full day. Waiting for Mark though. We'll see if he's coming.
I'm almost ready, Sue. Give me another minute. So I was a little late, not because I was primping. Well, actually later on
Yes,
I was
you
primping.
were.
But I had to go outside, and with a Ziploc bag, I had to put the other placard on the back, and that was to supply us with water and take away our sewage. Hopefully they do it in that style. But that required, you know, some fooling around with Scotch tape and standing in the mud back there and making sure the bay doors are open when we leave, because our coach, they automatically lock.
Yeah.
Our coach is smart enough that I had to actually figure out a way to defeat it so that we could leave the bay doors open and yet have the coach locked. So, but I'm smarter than the Newmar logic, you know. Of course, the chip is only 1 inch square big.
We've got it down.
Right.
So we missed our coffee and donut, we missed our exercise, but we're still getting there, and it's sunny out, and
Yeah.
our solar system is going to charge up while we're gone.
Honey, you don't have to go to the stretching exercise if you don't do the donuts. It's a trade-off.
Oh God, yeah, you got to balance it out. All right, another adventure ahead.
Okay, leave the camera on and turn around slowly. So in back of us here, you'll notice that a guy's getting his generator serviced. So these guys are Cummins factory technicians that will show up with OEM parts, change your oil, your filters, and do minor maintenance on your generator. Very valuable service to take advantage of on these rallies. So we like to get a little exercise in the campgrounds and things that we're in. So while we're here at the convention, we're actually walking. We're not using our bike. But you can see that there's just tons of bicycles here. You can go all the way here. There's a fair amount of electric ones, little folding bikes and things, kind of little odd contraptions here.
Okay, I'm doing my first seminar today. It's with the convection microwave, trying to figure out how to use that thing. Still haven't really figured out the bake part. It's got to be tricks. Although, I have to say, I can make cookies now, thanks to our friend Pat, of Pat and Paul. So I can do a good cookie. But beyond that, the baking part, hopefully this is going to give me some hints.
So here's what we had to do many times, and that is that we had to separate because there's just too many seminars to see. Sue's attending a micro convection oven lecture here. She loved it. She learned a lot. The one that we have is a couple notches above an Easy Bake oven that she had when she was 8 years old. And it's much better than the one she had because we have a 200-watt bulb. I bought my wife a birthday present. I brought her some wash wax all, and I actually got another bottle so I could help her. And it's a concentrate, so we have to mix it. We're waiting for tonight's entertainment to get underway. It's Captain Chesley Sullenberger, the pilot that landed the airliner in the Hudson River and saved everyone aboard, an American hero. We're seated in the back here with Cindy and Barb, our newfound friends from our RV Basics course. We would have recorded the whole show for you, except we had one slight problem.
We want to let you know that recording and live streaming will not be permitted.
Good morning. You can hear our generator in the back. We're trying to get a little electricity going so Mark can have his coffee. And it is about 9 o'clock. I'm running late. Left Mark behind. He stayed up way too late last night. So today is kind of a fun day for me. I'm going to seminars that, I don't know, I find pretty interesting. Let's see, I'm going to Drowsy Driver, learn more about microwave convection. Let's see, art on the road, staying healthy on the road, a lot of fun stuff going on. Hurrying up to get here, and I knew I'd be late just to find out that it's been canceled.
We found out later that the instructor had overslept. I'm a little late going to the seminars today. Sue took off early. That's what happens when you go to something like this. It's just like non-stop classes, parties, eating hamburgers, going to different exhibits and things. You just get wore down to the point that no matter how important a seminar is, you really got to decide if you're going to just fold and have a heart attack or you should go to the seminar. I got howdy. Just waiting for traffic to go by. One of the reasons I'm late is I stayed back and answered some of our subscribers that had asked for our cost sheets, and we're probably going to have a little segment on that, the phenomenon and the wonderful response we got from a unbelievable shout out we got from a channel called Next Exit. Next Exit is a very successful channel with probably 11,000 subscribers, and more importantly, they're the type of subscribers that we always hope to have. Thanks, Bob and Pearl. It has been a tremendous ride of excitement to see how engaged your audience is, and we're forever in your debt.
Here's Mark checking out an Allegro. One of his buddies is looking at these to purchase.
Looking at the Open Road 36 LA, and we're checking it out for our new good buddy Michael and Tiffany from the channel RV DIEM. As we speak, they're still selecting their purchase, but this is one of the ones that I'm sure they reviewed, and we're trying to get a feel for it. This thing is freaking beautiful on the inside.
Yeah, I love the light colors.
You know, and you don't want to get too dazzled about the insides before you're sure you're standing on something that's solid. But he's looking at TIFFIN and Newbie, so he's already done his homework on that, so then he can concentrate more on the inside. If you come here and turn around, honey, I'm predicting that because they're both still working, that they're going to have to fashion this somehow into a secondary office, maybe by sitting here and having some desk arrangement made.
Does that pull out already?
There you,
what are you doing?
Honey, I'm busy doing research for RV DIEM. Michael, it's too tight in here. Watch. I have found the shower that'll work for you, Michael. So it's right here. Nice, easy entry. You'll notice that if you're busy and you're still blogging, plenty of room. Watch. Hi, this is Michael, and here's our Wednesday update. Someone like myself that unfortunately is very paranoid about a fire, you'll notice that the two panels here have been pulled off, and there's like a stairway under there. I mean, that is about as safe and as awesome as it gets.
Mark needs this. He's paranoid.
Okay.
All he has to do is lay down and slide out.
Yeah, so let's go out and look at the price tag and see if we can afford it, okay? How much is this one, honey?
Well, if you go down all that extra stuff,
Yeah?
it's just a little over $500,000.
Oh,
You can
well,
do that.
you can get it for 70% of that if you're a good negotiator. So that's about $350 plus tax, tip, and title.
Really? Well, that price came down fast.
And there were some young kids.
Okay, we're packed today in the arena here, and we got pretty good seats. Right there. So as you could see, we had fantastic seats right in the front. This band was called the Spinners. They were a rhythm and blues band, and by the end of the evening, everybody got out of their seats and was up front dancing to the music. Great way to end this concert.
All right, here we are. I'm ready to go again. Mark is changing his shirt two times. Two times, and then he pulls his hat off and he says, "How's my hair?"
Well, I'm thinking it's good.
And here I am showing what a messy place we have.
Oh, don't do
I'm
that.
not showing your desk.
This is a channel about being the truth. Look at this is the way it turns
Woo, yeah.
out. We are so busy, we don't have time to do anything. We're so busy, we're even looking at brochures for other channels that are thinking about getting something.
Okay, maybe we won't get going. So I'm standing outside waiting for Mark again. We'll see how long this takes. Still waiting.
All right. 86.
Finally. What, 86 minutes later, Mark comes out.
Solar.
Oh, 86% solar, and the sun is starting to come out. You can see I'm shading my eyes. We'll see what we are. Of course, it's supposed to rain by noon, so we'll see.
I had to make sure water pump was off. Took a pill for my back.
Aw.
Ran some cream rinse through my hair just so it's silky smooth.
Oh God.
Let's go.
We don't need to know all that. Here we are. It is Saturday. It's actually the last day of the Fmca rally, and we are having a blast.
Okay, now that was a microphone fail. It fell off of her attachment.
Fell right in front of our face.
You know, if this segment would make our edit, one thing I have to say for sure is that, and I'm not just saying this, we have been RVing for 2 years, but yet we learned so much here. And keep in mind, this particular rally was geared, in the beginning, the first 2.5 days, we went to the RV beginners or RV newbie courses. And I can't imagine the advantage that you would have if as a newbie, you would cut right to the chase and go to the next Fmca rally that there are. It turns out that there's about 3 or 4 of these things every year.
Depending upon the area, yeah.
Right.
They're all over the U.S.
And some are bigger than the other ones. This was huge. This was huge, but not the biggest. We would highly recommend it. You will cut right to the chase, and you'll know everything you need to know. Woo, and more importantly, you'll buy all the right stuff, listening to all of the experts, rather than having to go blog to blog and kind of worrying about if it's the affiliate link that's really prompting them to tell you to buy something. You know?
So we need to get a gimbal. I'm bouncing here. Today we decided we're just gonna do whatever we want. I think I have one seminar I'm gonna go to, but we're gonna go into and check out the different vendors. We're gonna go in and out of the coaches. Yep. And I do have to say, out of all the coaches we go in and take a look, we always come out thinking we bought the right coach. Yep. 2014 Dutch Star 4369, we love it.
And I can tell you what helped us make that right decision. It was understanding that we didn't know what we were dealing with, we didn't know what we were getting into. And when we went to the blogs and we went to IRV2 and we listened to all of the technical forums,
we learned from other YouTubers.
But we didn't choose then to still believe what we wanted to believe. We changed our mind and we did what they said, and man, I'm thinking we did buy our last coach first.
So, there's so much to do here.
And I want to say the last thing, honey.
All right. Of course you do.
We're going to buy a gimbal, so you don't have to listen to this shaking. So just, you know,
bear with us.
So this is as close as we can come to show you what kind of frame our Dutch Star is on. This engine here actually is the X12. We have like the X9. It's not quite exactly the right alphabet, but it's ours is 9 liter, and God knows what this is. But this is where our batteries are, and this container here is for the diesel exhaust fluid. Holds about 8 or 9 gallons. Come over here, Sue. Very important for you to understand how your DEF system works, because that fancy thing there is a muffler, and it's got about 2,000 or 2,500 that it's operating in there, and if you hose this system up, it costs a lot of money. But if you'll come this way, people wonder, when you go to a diesel, everything is different on the frame. For instance, you see these bags here. This is what I'm riding on when I'm driving down the road. I'm literally riding on a cushion of air, and you look at the size of the componentry here. Nothing on this thing is easy to get at. You see that black can there? That's a filter that has to be serviced, but yet they put it there. God knows why. How would you like this? How'd you like to be the lucky guy that's got a little problem in this wire loom here? Hey, let's check it out. Except you can't get at it because there's this big giant pumpkin here with this torque link. So then, it's kind of a dead area on the frame. All sorts of wiring and things goes through the center there. There's one on this side as well. 150 gallons of diesel right there. Your air tanks are right up here. There's 3 of them, I believe, for the air system. Check the size of this tire out. This is a Manly tire. Airbag, support. Picture right about here in the air. This is Sue with her laptop sitting right about here. Chan Man sitting on the other side. So this is a Prevost bus body frame, and it's an Emerald luxury coach. And let me just show you some of the differences. It's unbelievable. First of all, you can get at the whole back and the whole side on each side of this thing. What a concept to let you actually get at your engine to repair it. Look at the size of these hinges. I could hang my Honda from that hinge. Unbelievable. If you saw how hard it is for a guy like me to get my air cleaner out, this one here, they make it real easy for the rich guy, except the rich guy doesn't do it. His mechanic does. But I mean, look at this. Look at stainless steel in here. And then I love this. You want to change your belts? You press some of these buttons here, and the machinery collapses on itself, so that changing a belt, it's like that. And that's because these are entertainer buses, and the bus driver is required or expected to fix certain things that can be easily fixed and get the crew back on the road. And one of them is belt changes.
Okay, I just finished doing my bleed out seminar, which was fantastic. Got my certificate and learned about tourniquets and stuffing wounds, and so glad I don't have to do that. Hope I never do that. So anyways, I'm on my way to find Mark now. He said he's somewhere in the TIFFIN area, so who knows where he'll be.